How you all doing? Before I begin my speech, I just would like to ask you all, do you know what a college student athlete is? Are they indentured servants? Are they employees? Or are they volunteers? According to the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or the NCAA, all incoming student athletes must be certified as amateurs. And with these athletes being certified as amateurs, they cannot be paid a salary, they cannot get any purses, or they cannot be paid for their athletic abilities. Each year across the nation, college athletes bring in millions, almost billions of dollars to the NCAA and college athletics as a whole, and these guys are paid nothing. And my reason for speaking to you all tonight is to bring insight on why we should pay college athletes. Moving into the background portion of my speech, before the NCAA came about, college students basically formed and funded college athletics. So basically, these guys came up, got together, put all their money together, and formed, games and schedules and practices and other things like that. There was no professional help, no professional coaches, none of that at all. It wasn't until 1869 that college sports really began to gain popularity in America, and that was through the sport of football. And basically, the sport of football grew so big that in 1905, President Theodore Roosevelt created the NCAA. And his reasoning for creating the NCAA was to basically keep it at an amateur level so these guys couldn't get paid. But it wasn't until 1952 that athletic scholarships came about. So basically the scholarships was a way to compensate the amateur players, or the athletes, by giving them money for their talents. Moving on, we'll look at how much college sports make per year. And according to MoneyNation.com, all in all, college sports is not a $1 billion industry. Adding the NCAA money and college athletics money together as a whole, it makes it a $12.4 billion industry. So basically, like I said, the NCAA makes $1 billion a year. 81% of this money is made from TV deals and marketing. 11% is made from championship game tickets and merchandise that is being sold at these championship games. The other 8% is broken down into half, and 4% is made off investments, and the other 4% is made off donations and other miscellaneous things. And like I said, the other $11 billion is made from college athletics. And what I mean by college athletics are the member sports that are inside the NCAA. So your colleges like Duke, Kentucky, all the colleges that fall under the NCAA make up the other $11 billion. And $6 billion are made from ticket sales, and $5 billion are made from student fees, such as tuition and athletic fees of that nature. Moving on, a couple reasons why we should pay athletes. Most athletes spend well over 40 hours a week working on their sport. So in the real world, 40 hours a week is equivalent to a full-time job, and most people who work full-time jobs are paid. And with these athletes being paid so much, many of these athletes are hungry. These guys, they work and work and work, and by the time practice is over, games is over, the dining hall is closed on campus. So these guys have to find other ways to, get food and find food. There was also a recent interview done on Jay Billis, who is a sports broadcaster and a former college basketball player at Duke University. And in that interview, it was a quote that he said that stuck out to me. He said, "In any facet of college life, only one class of people have any financial restrictions on them at all, and that's athletics." So basically, his reasoning for saying that was, if I came to school on a music scholarship and I went out and had an open mic or a karaoke night, I could get paid for my expenses and not have, my scholarship taken or have any restrictions or anything. But as a college athlete, we can't go out and make money for our talents. So I thought, that was a very good point, because it did make sense. As well, he also mentioned that if the NCAA and college athletics did pay their players, more good players would probably stay. Probably not the top tier players, but more, above average players would probably stay in college, because it would be more so of an option to go to play NBA more than the need, because of the need of money. As well, if we compare the NCAA to the NBA, let's just say we compare NCAA basketball to the NBA, on average, the NBA makes a $5 billion revenue yearly. as well, the NCAA basketball makes $3 billion a year yearly. So if you compare the two, if the NBA makes $5 billion and on average, let's say they pay their average players $2.5 million a year, with some players making $25 million and above, as well, with expenses being paid as far as food, hotel, travel, and all that things, the NCAA could do the same thing. Although it is a $2 billion difference, there's still enough money, to be handed out for their players to be paid, as well as for their expenses to be paid as well. And we just had a brief overview of some background information, how much the NCAA and college athletics makes as a whole, and why we should pay our athletes. And I just would like to leave you all out with a question on, if you work for a $12 billion company, when you want to get paid for your hard work and dedication as well. And my name is Raekwon Johnson. I'm a CST 100, and this is my Persuasive Speech.